Hi guys, hope you're doing well. What do you think of my new seating position? I thought you could see all your bikes if I put the my chair here. So yeah, if it's a bit tilted it's because the camera's on top of my motorbike seat, so it's not exactly straight. But anyway, first of all guys, I need to just do a quick disclaimer about my black and silver number plate. I had a lot of comments and a lot of emails about the fact that it's illegal in the UK to have a black and silver number plate if the bike isn't registered as a classic or before a certain year. I'm fully aware of that, guys, and I have absolutely no intentions of riding the bike with that number plate on. The whole idea of it really is when I go to bike meets in the summer, which I hope to do once we've moved, more on that in a minute. I'm planning on going to Stonham Barns regularly, and then I can just put the number plate on when I'm there, and it just makes the bike look really cool, doesn't it? So that's the only reason I got it. Oh, and the other comments that I had were about how do I fix it, and I fix it like I have in many other motorbikes with industrial Velcro, so it just pulls off and sticks back on. So it's very easy, and I think it looks really good, but I would never ever ride it on the streets with that number plate on, because I'd get pulled straight away. I think it's £100 fine, and I just can't do that. So that's that, guys. So before I start talking about the Classic 650, we are still in the process of moving. We have 3 or 4 people every week viewing our property, and yet we haven't had an offer that's even worth considering. And it is a bit of a pain because nowadays, and I guess it's since COVID, I don't know, that the estate agents like to show the potential buyers the flat themselves, so you know you're not supposed to be there. So every time we've gotten a viewing, we've had to either go out if we're in, or just make ourselves scarce for 20 minutes. And we've had a couple of times where we've actually sat in the car outside, because I've just got back from work, and it's just a bit inconvenient, but we want to sell our property, so we sat in the car. But I was speaking to a friend yesterday about this, because I was moaning a bit about the fact that we have to keep moving out just so someone can come around and look at the flat, and then nothing happens. And he said to me, when he sold his flat last year, he lived in a converted Victorian house, and he was on the 4th floor. He was on the 4th floor, and no lift, obviously. So every time someone came round, he had to go out. And during the cold period, he just thought, do you know what? I can't be bothered to go walking around the streets for 15 minutes. So he decided to hide in the bedroom cupboard. This is true. He hid in the bedroom cupboard. He said he also wanted to hear what the estate agent was saying, and I kind of get that, because I'm quite curious to what the estate agent says when they're walking around the flat. But anyway, so he hid in the bedroom cupboard. I mean, he's a lot smaller than me, so it's easier. And the estate agent came in with the potential buyers, and they wandered around the flat, and as they were in the bedroom talking, and he said he could hear them quite clearly. So, he got hiccups. He got hiccups. Oh my God. So he got hiccups, and he thought, what am I going to do? So, him being him, I won't mention his name, he just walked. He opened the cupboard door and just walked in. Hi. And they all looked at him very they all looked at him really startled. And he said, I'm so sorry, I'm looking for my cat. Oh my God. And the estate agent said, I didn't realise you had a cat. And he didn't have a cat. Didn't have a cat. Oh my God. But the crazy thing is, after they left, the next time I went round there, sorry, he had 2 cat bowls. We tried cat food in it, because he couldn't tell the estate agent that he didn't have a cat. He just said to the estate agent that the cat's really shy. Oh God, I'm so sorry. That's such a funny story though, isn't it? Anyway, we're not going to hide in the cupboard. I couldn't get my other half to hide in the cupboard. But trying to sell the flat is a nightmare. And do you know what? It's a lovely flat. And it's a really big one and flat. And it's just weird that we've not sold it. But hopefully, now the weather's turning, we'll start to get some offers in soon. Anyway, that's not why I did this video. I went for breakfast this morning on the Bonneville, met up with a friend, and we were talking about the release, and whenever that's going to be, of the Classic 650. I mentioned in a previous video that I wasn't overly enamoured with the shotgun, the 650 shotgun that they've released. And I've read that people are saying that's going to be very close to what the Classic 650 is going to look like. I don't know whether that's true or not, but in my head, and I don't know about you guys, in my head I'm just hoping it's just a little bit of a bigger Classic 350. That's what I'm really hoping for. I'm hoping that they still do all the colours that they did in the Classic 350, especially the Halcyon blue, or Halcyon grey, which looks blue, which was the colour of my first Classic 350 Ernie. I'm hoping that that's what it looks like. I hope it's got the 2 seats. I don't know. But then I read something today that it said it's actually going to be a Bullet 650. So that maybe then it will have a solo seat. I don't know. If anyone knows more than me, I do Google it and I can never seem to find any information about when it's going to be released and what it's going to look like and how long are we going to have to wait. Because when that bike comes out, and if it is a stretched version of the Classic 650 or a bigger version of the Classic 350, sorry, then without a shadow of a doubt, I know I'm going to buy one. I'm not going to get rid of the Bonneville, but that would be my second bike without a shadow of a doubt. But when that will be, who knows? But maybe you know, let me know. Tell me what you think, guys. The other thing is the paint, the colour. I think the shotgun, the thing that really let it down for me were the colours. And I know they're obviously trying to target it to a younger rider, I guess, because the paint schemes are very sort of modern looking, and they're not for me. But I guess the younger rider, it would be a really cool bike to have. I mean, yeah, but I'm hoping that when the Classic 650 comes out, they stick to the traditional, I'm sure they will, the traditional colours that they did. And what I would really love is if they did the 650 Classic in the Signals grey and sand. That would be an amazing bike. Wow. But yeah, tell me what you think, guys. And I wasn't slagging off the shotgun, as someone said to me. Everyone's got their choices and what they prefer, and it's all subjective. I just didn't like the look of it. And one of the things, as I've said this many times before, is that size matters for me. And I'm 6'4", I'm 18 stone, and I look silly on most bikes. And I don't care about that. It's whether or not I fit comfortably on bikes is the big issue for me. I find the Bonneville extremely comfortable. I found the Super Meteor really, really comfortable. But the Classic 350, it was only comfortable if I sat on the pillion seat. I had to sort of shift my ass back a little bit onto the pillion seat, and then it was fine. But yeah, so that's the only reason with the shotgun. I think that it would be it looks too small for me, and that's obviously a big factor for me. So anyway, guys, I've been chit-chatting for 8 minutes, nearly 9 minutes. Thank you so much for all the comments. Oh, last thing, very last thing. 6 months ago, I had 8% of my watchers were subscribed. Now, can you believe this? You will not believe this, guys. So thank you, because you've all subscribed. Well, not all of you, but 42%. 42%. It's gone from 8% to 42% of my viewers are subscribed. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. I want to get to 50%. Half of 1 in 2 of the watchers are subscribers. Please subscribe if you haven't. I never ask. Guys, have a great weekend, and I've got a delivery on Sunday, which I will do a video about. All right, ride safe, guys.